What's going on YouTube? Ross's Reef bringing you on updated the Nuvo Fusion 20-gallon Reef tank. No, I just did a 7-month update, guys, a little while ago, but I got something I gotta share with y'all. I had a bit of trouble with some of my coral after I fed. I think I've made 2 videos and I never get to upload them, but everything's looking pretty good in the tank right now, so I'm gonna upload this one instead of the other ones I made. Um, First off, everything is going decently good in the tank right now. You can see a lot of the coral looking good. Did go ahead and move the torch coral that was in the back over there up here, and I'll explain why in a minute. First off, let me explain that it is doing fabulous right here, much better than it was in that back corner. This flow that it gets right here is exactly what these type of torch corals need. You can see how it gets hit from every angle, gets some every now and then like a gust coming to hit it, and then it's slow. It just moves all over the place right there. That is the exact type of flow you want for these torch corals, where they get hit from every direction. You don't want them just getting hit from one direction constantly. You want them to sway and move. Even right now, this torch coral, I did move this one back up here. This one does not have as long as tentacles as that one. It never really has. Maybe slightly longer than this, but it's doing pretty good right now. I'd say, because sometimes it's kind of closed up, but it seems to be liking this flow right now. Elegance coral back there is doing really good. Went ahead and moved the Kenya tree right up here to the corner, just to kind of fill in that spot and add a little bit more of coral that I can see to the tank. Green star polyps are doing good. There's my Lobo. It just spit out a piece of silver side that I tried to feed it. Guess it wasn't able to clamp onto it. The Elegance is about to finish its piece of silver side. As you can see it right there, it's eating it. Let's see. Up here we got the green the toadstool doing pretty good. This cap is starting to recover some of the light spots on it. I see it's starting to fill in with dark again, so I'm really happy about that. We have the, let's see, frog spawn. Sorry guys, couldn't think for a second. Frog spawn doing good over here. That one on this front set of heads now. It's about to split off into 2 distinct ones, so I'll have 3 heads on that. Start out with 1. Really happy about that. We got a little bubble tip anemone over here. Mine don't like the bubble tip for some reason. I don't know why, they just don't like the bubble tip, but I'm okay with that. I kind of like the flowy ones a little bit better. It'd be nice if one of these kind of bubble tipped, but you know, I'm not complaining. They're living. I just fed that one some silver side. All the anemones just got fed silver side. You can see that one's still digesting. My one in the back is just, I don't know what's going on with that one, but it's not doing too good. The big, massive one. And I fed it some silver side. Hopefully that pumps it up a little bit and everything like that. This coral, guys, if y'all remember when I first put it in, was really green. Let me see if I can get y'all to see. You can kind of see, yeah, on that base of it, right? Let's see if I can get my hand in there. Right at the base, right there. That's what it looked like all over. It was a beautiful green, almost like these radioactive zoanthids right here. Like, it was super green, but then I don't know what happened. I don't know if the flow. At the time, I had the Vortex pump on this side of the tank, and it was just getting kind of beat right here. I don't know if the flow was the problem or the lighting was the problem. I have since lowered the lighting and changed the flow to where it's not getting pelted, and the color is coming back. I'll say that. It's coming back slowly. So I'm happy about that because I really like that placement of it right there. You know, it'd be a good spot for it. I'm hoping that it can recover and make it. Let's see. We've got the bubble tip doing really good, guys. Bubble tip has never ever given me any trouble. It gets fed maybe once, twice a week, and it does its thing. Pulsing Zinnia is always good. Bird's Nest, guys, man, I love this Bird's Nest. This thing, I've watched a video that someone actually commented on. It was like my 2-month update or whatever, 3-month, I don't know, something way back when. Dude, this thing was so small. Like, I didn't realize how small it was when I actually got it. This thing has grown 4 times the size than what it was in the 7 months or whatever, probably 5 months that I've had it. It has grown 4 times the size, I would safely say. I'm really happy about that. I really didn't, see the amount of growth that I actually had on this coral because, I see this every day. But looking back, it's got a lot of growth on it. I'm really happy about that. We have the flower pot coral right up here doing pretty good. It seems to like its new spot. It really extends its tentacles sometimes and then retracts them and gets really flowy. I'm thinking it'll be a good spot for it right there. This little piece I got at the frag show is not doing too hot. I don't know. I maybe should have acclimated it better. That's one thing I do need to work on, guys. I will say is my acclimation of my corals. I am not one of those that am super patient with it, and that's not very good. I kind of just throw them and place them where I want, and I'm like, you're gonna live, and sometimes they don't live, and yeah, so I need to get better at that. That's one thing I definitely need to work on. I want to go over here to why the plate coral, if some of y'all saw it, was up front. I made a mixture of food that I have, and I have Aquavitro Coral Fuel. It's the fuel, their amino acid supplement. I also got some Reef roids from the Reef show. I have some bulk Reef supply, Reef chili. I have some zooplankton and phytoplankton. What I did is I basically mixed all those up together in a 10 ml syringe, and I went around and spot fed my corals. Well, all of those supplements, the liquid ones, are all in the refrigerator, and I didn't want to spray the corals, you know, with cold liquid, so I decided to stick it under the faucet for a little bit to kind of heat the outside of the syringe to heat the inside of the liquid. A day after I did that, it did this. Here you go. I want to show y'all something real quick. My little fire shrimp back there, you can kind of see him. He's actually cleaning my oh god, guys, I can't think today. My watchman goby. I've seen him going around, and he's actually cleaning the pygmy angel. He's cleaning the watchman goby right now. He's better than my cleaner shrimp ever was, surprisingly. You know, I didn't really realize these guys can clean off fish too, but this one is doing it, and the fish allow him to do it. They don't mind. So I'm really actually happy about that, to have him in here. Like I said, the cleaner shrimp never did anything, and that's his job, you know, so happy about that. Okay, getting back to the coral. I basically, you know, spot fed my coral, and I don't know if it was the fact that I had the amino acid, the fuel in there, and that was a little concentrated and maybe did it, or for all I know, the water, the stuff got too hot under the faucet, although I don't think I left it under there for more than a minute. You know, I didn't test it. I should have. I don't know what happened. Regardless of what happened, it destroyed some of my corals. This plate right here, the short tentacle, you can see it's not doing too good. Even my Hollywood chalice over there, guys, which has been in this tank since the beginning, which has never given me any problems really, and has been growing actually decently, is like parts of it bleached out. Like whatever happened, it hurt them bad. I'm really upset. This just happened today, actually. My Rasta zoanthids over here, guys. They are not looking too good. Some of them, I've got about 2 or 3 that are looking good, but then you can see some of them are kind of like bleached. I'm hoping they can make a recovery. All the other zoanthids are looking okay. These eagle eyes even partially looked a little bad, but they're not as bad as the Rastas. The Leonardos over here looking decent, so I'm hoping everything can make a recovery. So we'll see how it all goes, but I'm kind of upset that happened to the plate coral and the stunner chalice over there. So, but one more thing I want to show y'all real quick. Some people have been asking me how the Chaeto algae in my tank has been doing. It's been going good, guys. It's going really, really good. I am 100% happy with the decision that I made to convert this chamber into a refugium. I do not regret it any amount. Let me explain why. Normally I had filter socks running on both sides of the thing, and some people will be like, well, why don't you have carbon doing in there? Why you just have filter socks? I have a carbon phosphate little reactor in the back, so that takes care of my chemical filtration. I had my 2 filter socks on each side, which was my mechanical filtration. But with having the protein skimmer on whichever side you had it, I used to have it over here, and this one was inhibited with flow. Now I have it on this side, and this one is now inhibited with flow. Basically, having that protein skimmer does not allow as fast of a flow through here, and basically raises the water level in that chamber to where if you have a filter sock, it only lasts for about a day before the water levels are already flowing over the top. So it really didn't serve a good purpose. So what I decided to do is convert it to a refugium. I already had some of these custom caddy trays right here, and I just took the middle thing out, and I just simply put one all the way to the bottom and then one all the way to the top, and I filled the entire chamber up with chaetomorph algae. I took off the black background. As you can see, it runs all the way down to the bottom, all through the back, and I installed a JBJ Nano glow light. It's actually taped. It comes with a magnetic thing, but the magnetic thing did not stick into the thing up here, so I just taped it on the back, and kind of like that better because one less thing in the tank water actually. But yeah, guys, the chaetomorph algae is growing really good. No problems with it. It's really healthy. I've already trimmed it once or twice. And the only thing I will say, this light, the reason I didn't go with the Innovative Marine, let me put this back in here. The reason I didn't go with the Innovative Marine Magnifuge is two reasons. For one, the JBJ, I bought this off Amazon, had more reviews. I think it had like 35 something reviews, and it was like a 4 out of 5 stars, so pretty good reviews. The Magnifuge only had about 6 reviews, and they were about 3 to 4 stars, so not as good. This one also only has 4 LEDs on it, where the Magnifuge had 6. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, 6, that's, to being right up against the glass, that's going to be a lot. And I'm very happy I went with this one, because my Chaeto algae, you didn't see it on that because I kind of just mixed it all together, but that light on the spots where the Chaeto algae is right in front of the light almost bleaches the Chaeto algae out. You know, it's a powerful light to where the algae that's right up against the glass kind of gets cooked. All the other algae through the middle layer, the top layer, the bottom layer, and on the side layer closest to this side of the tank, all is growing fabulously, so it's only that little bit of spot. But that's why I'm glad I didn't go with the 6 LED and I went with the 4 LED. You know, maybe if you have the Innovative Marine 40 or the 30 long or something like that, you know, you might be able to fit that Magnifuge, because it has a 6 and the chambers are a little bit bigger. It might be better for you. But for anybody looking for maybe a Nuvo Fusion 10 gallon or a 20 like this, I do recommend the JBJ Nano Glow. It's done its job. It's growing that algae, and I'm really happy. You know, it's growing. Like I said, I've already cut it once. The way I know it's growing, guys, is because I'll cut it and everything, and it's kind of loosely fit in there. I come back like 4 to 5 days later, and it's touching the walls like it's made a mold out of the algae to conform to the thing, because it's grown so tightly up against the walls of the custom caddy. So I'm really happy with that. I basically now have biological filtration. I have mechanical filtration from the filter socks. I have chemical filtration from the media. I also have another type of mechanical filtration via the protein skimmer. I'm also doing another type of biological organic filtration with my carbon dosing, which in conjunction with the protein skimmer takes all the nitrates and bad stuff out. As you can see, my tank water is pretty clear. It always does stay pretty clear. I do have to give credit to that, though, to my water changes. I tell y'all I do at least a 2.5 gallon water change every week, and sometimes I do a 5. I do that about once a month. I actually just did my 5 gallon water change last week. So the tank is looking really good, really healthy. I don't have algae problems, really. You know, I don't have to scrub this glass, but I don't wipe it every 3 days. And that's just because I'm overly cautious. You can still see in there. It's not like there's a huge algae. It's just like a little bit of a film that built up on the glass. I like my glass looking pristine because I like to look at my tank. So, yeah, guys, this has been Ross's Reef. Just want to give y'all this quick update. So, watch what y'all do when y'all feeding y'all's corals and stuff like that. They can get hurt. You know, I need to work on, you know, kind of almost just chilling back from a tank and enjoying it. Oh, one more thing I wanted to tell y'all real quick. I almost forgot. The red scooter blenny. I don't know if some of y'all see him in here. He is no longer in here. He died. The emerald crab ate him. I wish one of my subscribers who actually just posted this yesterday on a video of mine, an older video, he was, I don't know, he was just watching it and he posted, hey, watch that emerald crab with the scooter blenny. I did have one in here before. He said, watch that emerald crab, because if you don't feed them, they'll go after your blenny. Well, guess how the scooter blenny died? He was getting eaten by the emerald crab. So, once I get that emerald crab, he will be getting taken out, because I do not feel like feeding him directly. His job is to clean algae. Although, in his defense, there is no algae in this tank for him to eat. I keep this tank water crystal clear. I never have phosphates in here. There's never algae. I have never had an algae problem, not once in my tank. Knock on wood. But so he really doesn't serve a purpose, and I'm pretty sure he's just in the process killing my fish, basically. So as soon as I can catch him, he will be coming out the tank. And, you know, maybe one day I might get another Scooter Blenny. I really like that little guy. He was pretty, add some color. But the Mandarin, however, is doing really good right here. He goes around eating. There is a good amount of copepods in this tank. I just wiped the glass earlier, and there's a lot on the glass. I know that guy who mentioned just because you have copepods on the glass does not necessarily mean you have a bunch in the tank. I understand that, but it's a nice little indicator that there are still some in the tank for him to eat. So I will be doing buying Tigger pods every bi-monthly. Every 2 months I will be dosing the tank. It's been about 13 days since I dosed the Tigger pod, so about a half a month almost, and they're still going strong. I'm going to monitor, like I said, with how many pods I do see on the glass. If I start to see less of them, I may have to dose Tigger pods monthly, which it's not too bad. It's only $20 a month, and it also, you know, serves purposes for some people believe that copepods help defeat detritus and stuff on the microscopic level, eating that. Basically, I'm just doing it to keep the Mandarin happy. I really like the Mandarin. He's doing good. He's cool. So yeah, guys, this has been Ross's Reef. Just wanted to give you all this quick update. I will be going on spring break soon, so I actually just bought a wireless security camera to be able to log in and watch my tank. I'll be going for a week. So luckily this tank has a ton of automated features on it. You've all seen them if you've been watching my videos, between the lights, the pumps, the fish feeder, the calcium alkalinity dosing, the vodka. Everything is automated to sustain this tank. Not saying when I get back I won't have a little algae built up on the glass, or, you know, stuff might be looking a little crummy, but I think it can survive 5 days without me. I am looking into maybe getting someone to just come check on the tank once during the middle of the week and maybe doing something, you know, wipe the glass, change out the filter sock, change out the protein skimmer stuff. Other than that, I think the tank will be good. I have the auto top off on, so I will do an update of the little video camera I bought when it comes in. It should be coming in tomorrow. I will show that to y'all before I leave for spring break next week. So this has been Ross's Reef, guys. Sorry this video is a little long. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks.